Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Colosimo, principal of Juan Diego. I'm joined here with the assistant principal at Juan Diego, Mr. Dave Bernetti, and this is the second installment of what we are calling the Weekly Juan Diego. And today's topic is to discuss a little bit about the 25th anniversary of the opening of the Skaggs Catholic Center. And Mr. Bernetti has been, the key person that is developing this and putting it on. So Dave, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on with the 25th anniversary?
We wanted to appropriately acknowledge 25 years. We were both here 25 years ago, and it was like something so far down the road, and now here we are. And so we wanted to do events that were appropriate for acknowledging the whole campus, the St. John's, Guardian Angel, St. John's Middle School, and the high school. And so we created a logo that, the icon of the campus is really the bell tower. People think of the bell tower and the silver cross, and so that's why that's the central image in the 25th anniversary logo. And we really decided to focus on 25 years of excellence, because between the four entities, there's just been, as we looked at it, there's just been moments, and so many moments of excellence over 25 years in education, in faith, in community. So the emblem is really represents that, and all the stuff we're putting out, the save the date cards and all that is all about just celebrating the excellence that we've been able to achieve in the last 25 years.
So describe the logo a little bit. It's of the cross tower.
The logo is the cross tower, and off to the side are 25 in silver, because silver is the color for 25th anniversary. It combines the colors of the three schools. So it was interesting as we started looking at it, where there's a certain look for the elementary school, and it's a little bit different for the middle school, and then the high school is very distinct, and there's the daycare. We tried to create a logo that was somehow represented some symbols from all of those entities, and I think we did a pretty decent job. So it's on our letterhead, it's on the website, so hopefully, it'll be up, that logo will appear on all those things throughout the year, because we're celebrating little ways, big ways, all throughout the year. So
why don't you talk a little bit about, you're right, it's a year-long celebration of the 25 years, but in September, we're kind of kicking it off with 2 or 3 large gatherings. And could you talk a little bit about that?
Well, the really cool thing is, and you remember this, the actual dedication of the school, of the campus, the Skaggs Catholic Center, took place on September 26th, 1999. So it's worked out that our official celebration with a beautiful Mass of Thanksgiving with Bishop Solis and all of our student body, and 1,000 or so alumni and parents, and pretty much anyone that would like to join us for Mass in the gym. I think we have a really wonderful representation of priests of the diocese. 20 or so priests are going to join us to celebrate. We have an exciting thing where we have actually gathered students from, about 15 years for an alumni choir, and they're coming from all parts of the country to be part of that Mass. So I think the liturgy is probably the most important thing. And then that night, there is the Skaggs Catholic Center Anniversary Gala, which is a really wonderful dinner for a lot of people to come and have a little trip down memory lane with some great videos, some more entertainment by the choir. But really, it's also just about coming and sharing a meal together, some community. I think there'll be a lot of people that probably haven't seen each other for a long time, some reunions.
So yeah, I think that's probably what's most special in the hearts and minds of a lot of our alumni families. It's a chance to kind of reconnect with whatever phase of the 25 years that they were involved in.
Totally.
And, are there some people on campus who have been here all 25 years? Are there some employees?
Believe it or not, I think the accurate number is 9. You're one of them. We have a small group of employees that have been here since, and a lot of people don't realize this, that it was a construction site with a trailer. You see construction sites with trailers, and you remember that in the early days before the school opened, all the business was conducted out of a trailer before there was a building to be in. So, Sister Celine is part of that group. You're part of that group. Dr. Dwayne, Mr. Malonis, and there's others. We have a couple of staff in the daycare that have been with us since day one. Ruth Fitzpatrick in our finance office has been with on the campus since day one. But then there's also quite a few that are maybe didn't quite make the 25-year cutoff, but are at 21 or 22 or 23 years. So We have quite a few people that have been with us for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about, you wrote a book for this 25th anniversary.
Actually, I did not write the book. We have a
Yeah, to be fair, it was an alumnus of our school, Celeste Cheney.
Celeste
I think she's
Cheney.
class of, what is she, class of 2006?
It's 2006, I believe.
Yeah, so she wrote the book.
And she's a filmmaker and an author. And with your direction, she basically, the purpose originally was to chronicle and have a capturing of all of the sacred art that's on campus and how that sacred art has infused the culture of our community. So that text got developed, and then out of that, it was like, well, maybe we should do more with this. And so basically what has happened is that we have this project that's taken on a life of its own. It's a beautiful, beautiful coffee table book. I don't know, I think we weighed it the other day. It's like 7.8 pounds. The photography is phenomenal. We have some photography from a gentleman that was with us, Skip Schmitz, in the very early days. We have another wonderful photographer that has come on board, and we photographed hundreds and hundreds of photographs around the campus. The book really focuses us on the detail of the art, little pieces of the art that as you walk by it, or I walk by it, or people walk by it every day, you would never notice the toe of Saint Teresa of Calcutta. I mean, just little things. So the book is being premiered on the 25th, and then it'll be available for folks. But it's really it really is kind of a tangible thing that will mark the 25th anniversary. Yeah, it's turned out really well. I think the other thing we're going to plan on doing is we have a lot of kids wouldn't know what this is. We have a time capsule. We actually got the inventory of what was put in the original time capsule when the school opened, and it's fascinating. It's a copy of then Archbishop Leveda, I believe, is a homily from Mass. It's a copy of the Mass program. It's photographs of the blessing. And so we're going to open up the time capsule, and we're going to add a 25th anniversary items to the time capsule, and then seal the time capsule back up on the feast of.
Hopefully they'll do the same thing, 50th anniversary.
We'll hope so.
Will you and I still be here by
I don't
then?
know. Well, maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. But somebody will open
Somebody
it up
will
on
be
the
here.
50th anniversary.
Somebody will be here.
Let's
Yeah.
hope we're not here.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, thank you, Mr. Brandy. I appreciate
Absolutely.
coming.
Absolutely.
That's this second edition of Weekly Juan Diego. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.